Hello and welcome back. This is Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm Agnostic Noob and I'm just kind of wrecked. But we're gonna keep going. I've got Selphie and Quistis back up to speed with junctions. It's probably not 100% correct, but it's good enough that everybody's got most of the essentials. I need another status defense junction at some point, but that will come later. I'm not particularly worried about it for right now. Renoa's having a nap, still. Yeah, the presidential aide says we should head around the city. Head eastward to the Lunar Gate and meet us there. We should be ready by then. So while we're waiting to meet alone and we're leaving Renoa to be pawed at by Dr. Rodine, we can go shopping or something. Okay, well, welcome to the Presidential Palace. Probably one of the most superfluous places in the entire game. Get to sit on the magic teacups again and go for a ride. At least it has a shield on there so that you don't fall off. That's a good advancement. That needed a full CG effect. Yes, it did. I'm being incredibly snide. I'm sorry. I can put on a brave face for extended periods of time. I can go to work and I can do that. I can interact with people and I can try and do that. And eventually my guard has to come down, and this is the place that's happening. This late in the game, we shouldn't be finding blizzard draw points. We just shouldn't. Okay, well, we're on the left side. Lunar Gate is far from here, so I'd advise you to rent a car. We can do that. It looked unusual. You live here! You must see that on a daily basis! How did I never notice that line of dialogue anyway? One thing I've noticed during this run is that there are things I never actually caught before with the dialogue, you know, just little things that just surprise me because I never read it that closely. I don't really want to leave the city just yet. I want to go shopping. That's what you do when you're heartbroken. Or when you have more money than you know what to do with. And we've got quite a bit of gil. We've got almost 300,000. Significant chunk of change. Now you could spend time exploring and actually really getting to know the place. It's sort of useful later, but not necessarily. Here's where we're looking to go. This is the arcade. Where do we buy our clothes? Well, you know, I mean, I could understand you wanting Squall's leather jacket. It's kind of cool, but let's be honest here. Quistis' outfit is atrocious, and Selphie, I don't know where to go with that sundress. Do you want to go shopping? Yes, I do. Let's go shopping. Okay, so we got the pet shop, the item shop, Cloud's item shop, a little nod to Final Fantasy 7 there, Johnny's shop, Don Juan's shop, Karen's store, and Cheryl's store. We'll start at Rinrin's store. Having a sale. That's kind of nice. Oh, we can learn some, get some cool scrolls here. Don't necessarily need those though. Pet Pals Volume 5 and 6. Now we don't have either one of these. We're gonna buy them because they're only $1,000. Check out the item shop. They're always having a sale. It's normal. Various kinds of ammo. Fire ammo, which we have not run into yet. That's actually interesting, but not necessarily necessary. I've said it twice. Whatever. Nothing we really need here at the moment. Every time you come back to the screen, by the way, it starts you in the top left. Because, you know, it makes sense. Alright, we received a gift just for shopping at Johnny's shop. And then it starts us back at the top left. Lovely interface here. Johnny's shop is unfortunately closed now. Got a free high potion out of it, I can't complain. The junk shop. Let's look at the junk shop. This is actually kind of a nice distraction. So this is where we can do some weapon upgrading. You can see that we now have access to Lionheart. That's Squall's ultimate weapon. We don't have any of the items that we need. It's gonna be a bit. That's okay. Save the queen. Shooting star. We don't really have what's needed for any of these. Oh, strange vision is Selfie's ultimate weapon. I don't know why I thought otherwise. Just, you know, I made that mistake in the last video. I attributed that one to Quistis. Don't pay attention to me, I'm an idiot. That is a true statement on so many levels. Most of you don't even realize. Okay, so we've been to the junk shop. Let's look at Karen's store. The Esthar bookstore. So here, you can actually get Weapons Monthly magazines that you may have missed. In our case, we missed the July issue. I wouldn't buy that because, again, it's only 1,000 gil. You can also get Combat King magazines, almost all of which we have missed. Which I'm a little unhappy about, and I'm very sorry for, because it also meant that we missed kind of a specific story event. Not necessary, but kind of neat to see. I'm actually going to try and go for that event, and for that reason, I'm not going to buy Combat King 5. I don't use Zell much anyway, and all these accomplished are to get him his limb break upgrades. Pet Pals Volume 1 and 2, we have those. Occult Fan 1 and 2, we do not have yet. We're going to go ahead and buy those. I could try and find them. I'm sure I could. I've found them before, but we've got the money and we're not using it on anything else, so what's the point? Okay, so we've gone through everybody but Cheryl's store. Cheryl's store is closed. Okay. Goodbye. Have a nice journey. Thank you. Alright, let's take a look at a couple of these things that we just bought. Alright, so Occult Fan 1 and Occult Fan 2 explain some weird stuff. Mr. Burke said it occurred while he was making a fence with steel pipes. That's actually important info. Occult Fan 2. UFO out there, guys. There's a UFO out there. It's very scary. Pet Pals. Angelo's search ability, which is kind of okay. Here's the real prize. Wishing Star. This is the ultimate Angelo attack. It is awesome, and we're going to be learning it if Renoa ever wakes up. Details. We've looked at Occult Fan 3 before. We'll need to have this ring eventually. I know where to get it. Oh, we don't have Occult Fan 4. That's okay. We'll worry about that a little bit later. Now we still got like 225,000 gil. Really, after this point, gil is completely superfluous. Sure, we'll go shopping. Guess what? It's the same stuff. Don't bother with it. Oh my gosh, just get us to the exit. Get us to the exit. 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 Goodbye. Come again. You can rent a car if you want to. I don't want to. I'm terrible at driving in this game. It looks like something out of the Matrix. Here's the elevator. Don't worry, your lunch was not important. Not important. Full speed! Okay, so this actually took us out of the city. In the wrong place. And unfortunately, I went right back in, and we have to watch the CG animation one more time. Back onto the elevator, here we go. Ugh. Yes, I would. Let's try that again. Okay. As you can see, we can walk around Esthar, and even though we were on the right-hand side of that map, we ended up on the south side of the city. I don't get it either. This is where having Encounter None is really useful. We got paid. Hooray. Now, they did recommend using a car, which is actually kind of valid when you think about it. Because that's where we're headed. Should have gotten a car. It's alright. Won't hurt to explore a little bit. And I'm so terrible at driving the cars that it's pointless. Let's go over here. This isn't our actual destination. We're just kind of stopping along the way, seeing what things are. Okay, does this look familiar? We found death. Squall will finish stocking his supply there. Now we're full up on death. We're so full of death. Death fills us. I can't make any good jokes about that. When the research subject moves elsewhere, I guess they move with it. Yeah, I guess they do. Moomba's doing what Moombas do. There's really no reason for us to be here right now. That's kind of cool. Retracing the steps of Laguna and his many misadventures. Alright. Alright, so our actual destination is to the southwest there. There's also the Sorceress Memorial and Tears Point. No, it's okay. I can hear you telling me you really should have gotten the car. You really should have gotten the car. Why didn't you get the car? Well, I just didn't get the car. Post in the comments below. Next time, rent a bloody car. Rent a car. Learn to drive. Welcome to the Sorceress Memorial. We found a draw point with life. We don't need it. They made a Sorceress Memorial. Keeping in mind, this is a country that was ruled by a brutally evil, megalomaniacal sorceress. And they have a memorial for sorceresses. Gotta love that. Found some reflect. I'm not particularly enthused about that. We also found something else. And this is why we're here. We now have the Solomon Ring. This is a very important item. Unfortunately, we do not have everything that we need in order to make it immediately useful. But having it in our possession will save us some time once we do get everything. Speaking of, I know for a fact there's one thing that we don't have, but there's one. Let me have a look here. Royal Crown, Stones, Mystery Fluids, Spider Webs, Mesmerized Blades. Ugh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. That's okay, though. We'll be getting the items necessary a little bit later. After some very specific story events. Because once those events have taken place, our mobility will improve dramatically. I only got a couple more minutes for this video. What do you say we turn off Encounter None and I can show you some of the critters that run around this place. Let's go ahead and just do... Almost, why not? Just in case we level up. Never hurts. Okay, attack me. Let's go. Show me your true power. Well, thanks for having Kiraga on you. I don't need any of these spells. We'll go ahead and get a cure off for Selfie, though. And we'll take this guy out. When you break the horn off, it tends to piss them off. But that's okay because Selfie wrecked him. Good job, Selfie. We have 4 Mesmerize Blades. Good for us. I was hoping to see something a little bit more, I don't know, dangerous. And instead, we're getting Mesmerize. Nothing but a whole bunch of Mesmerize. Throwing their blade horns at us and generally just making me annoyed. Stop hitting Selfie. What is the fascination with hitting Selfie? What did she ever do to you? She has counter, by the way. I didn't even have to do anything there. I just sit there. And Selfie does the work. Regen rings. Those are interesting. Alright, then this is as good a place as any, to halt the proceedings. Here's our destination. Next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII, we advance the story a little bit. And I guess go from there. I'm an Agnostic Noob, thank you for watching. I'm sorry that I'm depressed. I'm kind of killjoy right now, and I don't know what to tell you. I just have to get over it. And that's going to take a while. But I do have a goal of finishing this run before the end of the month. So it gives me something to work towards.